Okay, this is the last take. This is edition 3, part 3. And like I said, dealing with the uh 13 Illuminati banking families, bloodlines of the Illuminati. Okay, we went over the 3 branches, 3 rings of power. This is how the Illuminati controls the world. They control the world through these 3 cities right here: City of London, City of DC, which is a jurisdiction, and the Vatican. They control the world through religion, which is the Pope is put in the position of. They control the world through um, military operation, which is Uncle Sam is in charge of, and they control the world through finance, which is Queen Elizabeth, Great Britain. America is an extension of Europe, and it's a British crown colony. It's not a politically independent country. That's why you have secret corporations that's owned by Queen Elizabeth. They're British, and America is a corporation, brothers and sisters, because those of you that think that America is a country, well, you tell me this: if America is a country, why do you think there are states in America that goes bankrupt? Because America is a corporation, it's not a country. All right, and we know who's running this corporation. We know who's running this corporation. Okay, and we went over this in a lesson that I did a couple weeks ago about the president being president of the corporation. Okay, he's the president of the corporation, and we already know, like I said, man, who is in control of this corporation. And the corporation, like I say, America is just another British crown colony that's controlled by these 3 cities, which is called the Empire of the City. It's a book that you should get, brothers and sisters. It's called Empire of the City. You should get that book. I really recommend you to get that book. It's called Empire of the City, something like that. Let's see, can I type that in, and then you can learn more about the Constitution and things of that nature, man. Empire, Empire of the City. Let me type that in. Type images. Show you that book. I just purchased this book a couple days ago. It came in the mail. You see, this is the book you want to purchase, brothers and sisters. Empire of the City. It shows you basically this is how the Illuminati controls the world through this device called Empire of the City, which is the 3 branches of the Illuminati. That's how they control the world. Okay, and as you can see right here, Empire of the City, Queen Elizabeth dealing with right up. You see right here, Queen Elizabeth dealing with London, the finance. You have Uncle Sam dealing with the military branch, which is DC. Now DC is not part of DC is not part of the United States. Okay, I know your brothers and sisters thinking that, but Washington DC is not part of the United States. Washington D.C. is a 10-mile stretch from D.C., which is known as the District of Columbia. They make their own laws. They got their own flag. They own their whole agenda. Washington D.C. is a jurisdiction. It's not part of the American colony. All right, and this is how they basically. This is who's in charge of that. Uncle Sam, I told you that, and then the Pope is in charge of religion, which is the Vatican. So that's how they control the world. I want to keep elaborating on this because I want you brothers and sisters to learn this. They control you through religion under the Pope, which is the Vatican. They control you through military operation under Uncle Sam, trying to get your kids to join the military. They're fresh out of high school, trying to get you to go in the Marines, Air Force, Navy, Army Reserve. And this is how they control the world through finance, the City of London, dealing with Queen Elizabeth. That's how they run the world, man. Okay, I just want to put that out. You might want to buy this book called Empire of the City. It tells you a lot of things about this, man. So we're going to continue to move on. Like I said, when you look at that, you got the Vatican City right here. See up there, the Vatican? They got their own flag, man. And you have the City of London. All right, they got their own laws, their own rules, regulations. And the District of Columbia, that's the District of Columbia. That's their flag. That's the Washington D.C. flag. How come the Washington D.C. flag doesn't looks like the United States flag? Because D.C., the District of Columbia, man, is a jurisdiction. It's not part of the United States. All right. So you need to understand that through these three powers, these called three rings of power. This is how they control the world. This is how they control this corporation such as America's. The system works because you work. See? Just want to put this out here. Another picture I'm going to show you. Dealing with these international banking families. Let's see. I had it, brothers and sisters. Right here, Rockefellers, the oil. See? The Oppenheimer family. These are part of 13 Illuminati banking families. Okay? 13 Illuminati bloodlines. Okay? So, Rockefellers, oil, possession of oil, killing individuals, colonizing countries, stealing the oil supplies, blame the Rockefellers for that, stealing the diamonds out of ancient Kemet, which is known as Africa, the Oppenheimers, stealing the diamonds, and the Rothschilds, they're stealing the gold, man. That's over there killing thousands of innocent people up, ushering in false flag attacks, killing people for the gold. This is all over grief, and that's why it says Almighty God, gold, oil, and diamonds. So when they say in God we trust, they're not saying the Most High power God, the Most High, the God of Israel. They're saying in gold, oil, and diamonds. Okay, that's their greed. That's the main agenda for colonizing lands. That's the main agenda for why war is carried out too, brothers and sisters, if you didn't know that. War is carried out over greed. War is carried out in these third world countries because they want to go over there, they want to infiltrate, they want to invade the countries, and they want to steal the gold, the oil, and the diamonds, creating God. That's what they trust in. Riches, gold, oil, and diamonds. All right, that's what that inscription means in God we trust. Okay, they want to try to set up embassies. They set up army bases. They set up international. They set up banks to colonize and control lands for greed, for gold, oil, and drugs. And these are the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, as you can see right there. Rockefellers, Rothschilds. Now Oppenheimer is not listed, but he's part of the 13. And this is why these logos is subliminally printed, because it reflects on these 13 Illuminati bloodlines, man. And when you turn Arby's to the side, that's your 1 and your 3. See, that's Arby's, and that's 1 and a 3. I did this in another video. I can't think of the name, can't think of the title of it. But I'm just showing you, brothers and sisters, why 13 is glorified like that. See, McDonald's, 1 and a 3. This is exactly why 13 is glorified. Takis, when you look up there in the top, you got the Barca logo, man. See, right there, that Barca logo. When you look up there. So that's what I'm just trying to tell you, man. 13 is glorified, and because it reflects on these 13 bloodlines. Now, however, it's something else, brothers and sisters, that we went over concerning Revelation 12 and 9. It says that the devil and Satan, so-called white man, especially these international banking families, which deceive the world. How they deceive the world? We just went over that. How did they deceive the world? Let's bring that out. It said we deceive the world. How did they deceive the world? They deceive the world through these 3 rings of power. They deceive the world through religion, which comes from the Vatican, the Pope. They deceive the world through military operation. Having your kids to join the military at an early age, they get killed in wars for greed. Because only if your child, man, if your child dies in a war, you send your son to join the military and he ends up getting killed. He died basically over gold, oils, and diamonds. He died over fighting for a higher power to make them rich, man. He died for their greed, not his own damn greed. So that's set up by the jurisdiction, Washington, D.C., military. That's how they control the world, and they control the world through finance, IRS, FICA, under the hands of Queen Elizabeth. So when you go back to Revelation, man, 12 and 9, That's why it says the devil and Satan with deceiving the whole world. He deceived you with those 3 rings of power, brothers and sisters. 3 rings of power. That's how he deceived the world. Okay? That's how he deceived the world. These 3 rings of power, which is known as the empire of the city. That's the main 3 branches of the Illuminati that has been deceiving the world for thousands of years. All right? So let's go back. Which deceived the world. He was cast out, the so-called white man and his angels. Whoever that's following the white man, kissing his ass. And we already showed you who is the so-called white man angels. He sets these artists up. He sets these celebrities up, these actresses. He set those up, these musicians, these international musicians. He set those up, such as Jay-Z, Willow Smith. You know, you can see right there, I forgot this guy name. He does rock. I forgot his name. His name escaped me right now. Barack Obama is just another puppet working for the corporation. You know, that's getting orders from the king and queen of Britain. All right, the Pope. You know, dealing with the Vatican branch that gave you religion. Told you if you didn't serve the Most High. Told you that if you didn't pay your tithes. If you didn't, basically, if you didn't do a certain thing, that you would die and burn in eternal flames, die in hell. All this false ass doctrine, Christianity, false ass doctrine, all these different denominations, false ass doctrine. That comes from the Pope, and like I say, these Uncle Tom niggas that's following the so-called white man, as you can see right here, man, those are the devil's angels, man. Pursuing the Revelation 12 and 9. Because anybody that's falling behind this goddamn white man, when the Most High comes back to judge this cracker, your ass is going down too, man. And that's why you see these people supporting him. That's why you see these 666 hand gestures, all these actresses, these movie stars, all these movie actors throwing up the sign. Because they work for the so-called white man. And that's elaborating on 12 and 9. Those are the devil's angels. I hope you see that, man. Before we close out, let me give you this, brothers and sisters. Now, I want to give you this verse. This is Revelation. Not Revelation, Salah. Matthew 7 and 13. Matthew 7 and 13. It says, enter ye at the straight gate. Because this is what Yahushua said, man. Let me put the red letters on. Who the world calls Jesus Christ, Yahushua. He says, enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leads to death. Broad is the way that leads to destruction, and many there be which go in. So, 7 and 14, Matthew. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth into life, and few there be that find it. Why he said it's only few that's going to be able to find that narrow gate, that straight gate? Why did he say that? Why did he say there would be only few people that finds it? Because you have to first be part of the elect, of the 1/3 of the nation of Israel. The Most High has to put the spirit on you, man, for you to receive the true edification of the gospel. The Most High has to put the spirit on you, man. The Most High has to awaken your mind, give you that spiritual awakening. If he doesn't do it, man, you SOL. Because he says there's only few that find the straight gate. Now, elaborating more on the straight gate, okay, it's only few that find it. If you look right here, you have a chakra chart. Now, this is dealing with metaphysics. Let's see, can we get a better image? All right. See, can we get a better image? Chakras. All right. Now, these chakras are not visual. They cannot be seen. But every human being, man, woman, and child has chakras within their bodies. Now, what are chakras? Chakras, however, is like spirals of energy. The 7 main energy chakras of the body. These chakras are like spirals of energy, each one related to others, using the 7 colors of the spectrum. which is the rainbow. Now, when the Most High told Noah that he wouldn't send flood on the earth ever again to kill mankind, what did he do as a covenant? What did he do as a God-given covenant to show Noah that he would never send water upon the earth? He put a rainbow in the sky, brothers and sisters. And these 7 chakras are basically the exact colors of the rainbow. And like I said, these chakras are spirals of energy, and they relate to others. And using the 7 colors on the spectrum, which is the rainbow, the therapy aims to balance and to enhance our body's energy. And the chakras, they also can help stimulate our body's own healing process. Okay, and color therapy uses colors to rebalance the chakras that have become depleted of energy. So these 7 spirals of energy that can help you, that was within the inner being, dealing with metaphysics. Now you have the root chakra, you have the sacral chakra, some call this the navel chakra. You have the solar plexus chakra, the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the third eye chakra, dealing with the pineal gland, and you have the crown chakra. Now, when you see right here the third eye chakra basically is dealing with the pineal gland. That's why it's not strange to see the eye on the back of the dollar bill. It says, for the people who haven't heard of the term Illuminati, the true definition is the enlightened ones. We went over that. You see, so they are the ones that claim that they have all that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. They have all that enlightenment of wisdom. Okay, and dealing with the 7 spirals of energy, dealing with those right here, the third eye. The Illuminati claim that they have, basically they're around the pineal gland. Now the pineal gland is the seat of the soul. It helps you connect with the universe. Okay, it helps you, the pineal gland, it helps you in so many various ways. Like I say, it also relates to self-knowledge and spiritual awareness. And it can put you in union with your higher self, spirituality, higher conscious. Once you get right here, brothers and sisters, I mean, basically, man, you're untouchable. And they try to kill off anyone who try to elevate from the roots. Okay, let's open this with paint. I want you brothers to see this. They try to kill off anyone who try to elevate from the root chakra to the third eye chakra. They don't want you here. Okay, international banking families don't want you here. They claim to be here. Okay, and when you try to advance and go up, it's only so